right now, and she doesn't want to give up any points.
She drives with her glasses on. Can't look at the car at all. She can go any quicker. Gene Felton is out in front, and in second place is Vern Smith, and Tommy Riggins is closing in there. You see Riggins, just that yellow car, just swooping into the high bank at the east end. This is Gene Felton, who won everything last year. I mean everything. He won every pole but one. He won every race. Now Pete Harrison Smith gets around him, so Vern Smith still trying to set his sights on Gene Felton. And closing up, and Riggins is staying with that battle as well as they go around the hairpin. That's Riggins' car, the yellow and red car, running in third place. What a drive by Tommy Riggins.
Tommy Riggins has really come back into the hunt now. He might have been
for Vern Smith and for Tommy Riggins as they go at it. And Riggins, as you pointed out earlier, is not out of this thing by any stretch of the imagination.
To give you an idea how close this race is, we're almost 3/4 of the way over, and this is the biggest lead that Gene Felton has, and it's under 2 seconds.
Of all the Kelly races that we have seen, this is Kelly races that we have spent in second place. Vern Smith looking for a National Raceway. Gene Felton still with the lead. Sports Center's sports news team works round the clock to bring you television's most comprehensive sports news program. 5 times a day, Sports Center proves itself the #1 source for scores, highlights, features, and commentary on the latest events in the world of sports. With updates throughout the day and a full hour of live sports news 7 evenings a week, Sports Center gives you up-to-the-minute sports information. Sports Center is an exclusive feature of your total sports network, ESPN. Gene Felton out in front, and we have less than 7 minutes to go.
I don't know if he goes onto that bank in second or first, but he sure did go up on a slow that time.
The pressure is off this man considerably now, Gene Felton, except Gene Felton, the last race, I believe it was at Road Atlanta, was running very, very strongly. Looked like he had, I think it was second place locked up, and on the last lap, the fuel pump failed, and he did not finish the race. So you know what's got to be going through Gene Felton's mind with 2.5 minutes to go. We've got Felton working his way into the S's in a car smoking up ahead of him, it looks like. So Felton's got to play pretty cautious here. Listening for things, wondering if it's going to hold together for that final half-mile roll down to the start-finish line.
Right about now, you hear all kinds of grumblings in the car. It seems like everything starts to break, and you hear noises that you never heard before.
Checkered flag is out and waving for Gene Felton of Marietta, Georgia. Felton wins the Kelly American Challenge at Pocono International Raceway.
I'd say that you have 2 guys that are really happy.
And Gene Felton has had so many problems. This is his second win. He won at Road America, or rather Road Atlanta, the last race. No, Tommy Riggins won the last race, and Felton won at Road America. But only his second win. He finished second in a race at Sears Point. So it's been a long year for the guy who just literally was the name of this series for the first 4 years of its existence. An impressive job of preparation and an impressive performance on the racing circuit by Gene Felton.
There's a shot of Craig Carter, 3rd place, and I know that Bob Overby slid into 4th place.
So Vern Smith has clinched 1st place, but there could be quite a battle for 2nd place in the season standings as Felton rolls down to victory circle. He was going to go back to the garage. Gene thinking, well, I did my job today. What the heck?
Great story on Gene Felton. His first IMSA win, 1973, in the Starlight race at Daytona Speedway. He brought out an old Pontiac, all covered with grease and dirt, put the thing on the pole. Other road racers like Peter Gregg said, that's impossible for Gene Felton to be on the pole. Your timing was all wrong. He took off, went into the turn the first turn, and led the whole race. People were saying, who the heck is Gene Felton? Well, Gene Felton had come out of NASCAR racing, and he was good, and he's been consistently good. A hard driver, fun guy to race with, always smiling.
He started out the year in a Nova with a six-cylinder engine, figuring that the weight advantage would work, and it just didn't. And finally, he gave up and went back to the Camaro and the bigger engine.
There's that smile.
How sweet it is. He is truly a good old boy. very unassuming. That's Connie Goodenough giving him a kiss. Connie is the supervisor of this series for Kelly Services.
We might even get a chance to see Gene's racing shoes. He drives in leather cowboy boots.
Gene Felton on the victory stand. He'll be joined there by Vern Smith, who finished second. That was a good race. That augurs very well for the series in the years to come, I think, Bergie.
Yeah, it shows that you can build a race car, by golly, that'll handle and go fast and have some darn good racing. You're going to see a lot of guys building cars for the Kelly American Challenge. There's pretty good prize money in it, and there's good racing, and what more can you ask?
Beautiful setting. As Craig Carter collects his third place money, and Vern Smith, that's Vern on the left in the brown racing suit. Gene Felton on the uppermost position on the victor's stand with the medal around him.
For Speedway. The track is around on the white wall that you see in the furthest distance. There is a little track in the infield right behind the garages. That has nothing to do with the main racetrack.
Gene Felton, 45, wins the Kelly American Challenge at Pocono International Raceway at Long. Fortunate back into the garage area as the crowd soaks up the sun at Pocono International Raceway. Gene Felton celebrates the win. Let's go to Mike Brockman down in the winner's circle.
Gene Felton down here in the winner's circle. Gene, you look like you had a lot of fun out there.
Mike, it's the toughest 45-minute race I've ever been in. It's a super racetrack. We have the big track to run on. We have the infield to run on, and it's just a tremendously challenging race course. Of course, when you got 8
Don't get overheated.
chasing you, you know you've got to go.
You and Vern had an incredible race. Looked like you made up for some bad times earlier in the year.
I think I once again have gotten rid of some of the bad luck. I just hope it continues to last. Went into the banking down there just flat.
Gene, it was an incredible race.
Okay, our congratulations to Gene.